Hi, I'm Janet, and if you're on my YouTube page and you've subscribed to my page and you've been listening, I know I haven't posted anything preachy-wise lately. I will get back to that this week. I have a great, awesome story that I think you're going to love. However, that's not this. Today I'm going to be talking about Jean's Law. My sister died in January, and you just looking at the healthcare system the way it is, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for almost 8 years now, and I was a CNA for 11 years, on and off, always taking care of somebody. And what I've seen the worst of is it used to be someone could go to the hospital and actually get taken care of. And whether or not they came down with another symptom or whatnot, doctors never released until the person was pretty much good to go. Now, insurance companies are running everything. You have 21 days to rehab. You have 5 days for pneumonia. You have 3 days for a broken hip. The thing is that these people are getting pushed out of the hospitals way too soon. I took care of a lady who was on a trach care. She was in stable condition, so she came to the nursing home. I had to go send her back because her white blood cell count was through the roof. Tell me how that is stable condition. Or how about this? My sister, who was almost 12 years older than me, was in stable condition on event, shipped to another hospital because she was out of network. That ticks me off. No matter how, the doctors wanted to keep her there. The doctors at Hughley did a fantastic job, and they wanted to keep her there. The nurses wanted to keep her there. They probably didn't want to keep us there because we were so hovering, but they knew we cared about my sister. And when I say we, I have 7 beautiful nieces and 1 handsome nephew that are now without a mom. They're without their mother. How fair is this? That an insurance company was able to dictate that she get moved when she wasn't even off the vent. Anyway, the thing is that I've learned that stable has got two or three definitions. One definition is the fact that it is firmly established or without failure. Well, my sister died. She got transferred because she was in stable condition, but she died. And the thing is that when she was at Hughley, her white blood cell count dropped to 0.09. And actually, it was before then. That's a whole other can of worms. And if you're on Justice for Jean, which this is posting on, I'll let you know that there's a whole lot more to the story. But what we're talking about today is Jean's Law. Now, I've done some key points. We need to show the insurance companies that stable doesn't always mean stable. We need to redefine the word stable. That's my first point. Because Jean wasn't stable. Her white blood cell count may have come up. She may have come up off of continuous dialysis, but she was not stable. No way. She was still sick. She shouldn't have been transferred in the first place, but the insurance company kept pushing the hospital until the hospital said, fine, she's stable enough, she can be moved. To me, if you're in ICU, you shouldn't be moved. If you're in ICU, you're not stable to go anywhere. I don't care if you're off of it eating Jell-O 24 hours a day. If some doctor has placed you in ICU and you're on Levophed or Neo or you're on continuous anything, if you're on TPN and you're in ICU, you shouldn't be moved. There is a really good reason why. If you've been in ICU and you finally make headway, you shouldn't be moved. They should give you another week or so to see if you really come out of it. So a couple days after she was moved to Medical Plaza, which those people were great too, but it was a delay in care. Now, I will tell you why. It's because the nurses had to get acclimated to her. The doctors had to read up on her history, had to make phone calls. They had to do everything that Hughley did. They had to consult all those doctors again when they could have just left her at Hughley. That was my thing. That's all they had to do was just leave her at Hughley, but they didn't because the insurance company said no. Now, another case in point. Patients shouldn't be moved if in ICU or PCU. They should be on the med-surg floor unit. If you're on med-surg, that means you're stable enough to go home. That means you're stable enough to be DC'd, which means you're stable enough to be transferred. I don't think people that are sick, that are on the progressive care unit or ICU units should ever be moved. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Never. Sorry, those are my dogs. Just deal with it. I don't think you should ever be moved. That's just a common thing. I mean, you're too sick. You're obviously too sick to where the nurse has either 2 or 4 of you. Not 6 of you or 7, but 2 or 4. You're too sick. My third point is insurance companies should not dictate who should be discharged due to how many days a disease may take to heal. If I go in for pneumonia, I shouldn't have my insurance company tell me, you only get 4 days in the hospital. That's how long they have to get you well. Hello? I'm a person. I have other problems that may be luring inside me. How can an insurance company tell me that if I'm in the hospital for pneumonia, I have 4 days before they tell you that I have to get out? Or rehab units. If you break your hip, how is it that you might be a slower healer than Joe Bellow over here, but you only have 21 days to rehab, or he has 100 days on Medicare? Medicare is paying for 100 days, but your insurance company, guess what? Only paying for 21. Good luck. Have fun with that. There were so many problems with this situation that it should never have been an issue. But I want to see Gene's Law in effect. And I want to go to the Senate, and I want to go to Congress to where these insurance companies don't have leeway to be able to tell us when we can get out of the hospitals or when we need to. It's all about care. We need to bring the medical field back into, it's about the people and not the insurance. It's about the doctors treating the patients and there not being numbers. Insurance companies should have no say, and insurance companies shouldn't be able to dictate who you see or who sees you. So, if you're in the medical field and you want to add to this, or if you're one of my nieces and you want to add to this, or if you're just wanting to add to Gene's Law, by all means, give us some helpful criticism, because we are taking this to the Senate. We are taking this to Congress, and we're going to pass Gene's Law. That way it stops insurance companies from dictating that you are no longer a person, you're just a number. So, I am Gene Halverson's sister. So, that is it. So, comment if you want. Thanks. Bye.